Hi Junior Infants, this is your All Right Now tutorial for Monday the 8th of February, and we are on to one of the last sounds. I think there's one more sound after this, isn't there? There's R, like the pirates. So we're on to this sound here, which is er. And if you forget how to do that action, just look back at the video I made. It's up on YouTube about all 42 sounds. All of the Junior Infant videos are in a playlist on YouTube anyway, or they should be. I might have missed one or two here or there, but that one is definitely in it. And you can look back if you've forgotten how to make the shape, the action. So if I can describe it to you over this, it's basically you put your two arms out in front of you and you kind of roll them over like you're making a roly-poly sort of an action, if you know what roly-poly action is. But if not, have a look at the other video or have a look at the Jollyphonics app, which you can actually download on your tablets or on your phones, if whatever you use to have a look online. But that's actually a pretty good app if you want to have a look at it. It's a good way to kind of just remind yourself of the different sounds. But look, let's get on with this sound here today. It's made up of and it's made up of okay? But instead of saying which is not a million miles away, you say So remember, starts in the middle, doesn't start at the top, and you go around and around again and stop. And then starts at the top, and you go down, back up, and give it a kind of a half a hump, not a full one, like n. So around, stop, down, back up for half a hump. So you're looking for words that have an in them, and you've got to be careful here because they are trying to trick you. There is one sound there, one of these four pictures, that sounds a bit like but it is not It is actually R. Okay, so watch out. You've got three words there that have an and then you've got one hidden in there that has an R sound. Okay, so watch out for that. You've got mixer for mixing food, and you probably pancakes actually if you'll be seeing mixing up pancakes this week, or mixing up things for baking. You've got a star, you've got a spider, and you've got a river. So three of those have an sound in them, and one of them has an R in them. So put an X through the R shape or the R picture. And one thing you notice about is a lot of the time, I won't say all the time because there's even an example on the page that doesn't have it, but a lot of the time goes at the end of the word, okay? But not always, but it's just a lot of the time it tends to go at the end of the word. So let's take a look then. You've got the shape here, around and around, and you just do as across here. Then you've got the shape, down, back up, and half a hump, down, back up, and a full hump for the n. Down, back up on a hump, and another hump, and then a tick. And then you got down, back up, and around for the p. And then I want you to practice your shapes down here. And remember, there's only one dot here when you have and so you have to make the space there to put in the as well. Then we've got three words down here. I'm going to zoom in for you. So we have got a plant that you see in the forest. It grows in Irish woodlands, in kind of in if you go for a walk in the forest, you will see these plants everywhere, and it is a fern. Quick little fact about the fern: it was around since the time of the dinosaurs. So most of the plants that were around for dinosaurs were actually ferns. Just a fun little fact for you. Then this girl is very cold. She is actually wet. I think she's swimming in the sea, and she is shivering. Okay, so shiver, shiver, and then you've got again the mixer. So that kind of gives you a clue for back up there at the top of the page. Down here, when you have everything else in the whole page done, I want you to do your best here. Okay, so remember around and around again for the and then the starts at the top, down, back up for half a hump. And then give yourself a green light if you're happy with what you've done. I think green goes at the bottom, if I can remember. I think it does. Give yourself an amber, kind of an orange light if you're not sure how you did today. and give yourself a red light if you think you actually did a bad job. But I know that you will all do great jobs with this. So best of luck with that. Slán agus Garamagav.